Go live, preparing to live stream the meeting.
What's up, guys?
Hold on, it's loading.
I'm your host.
Yo, it's
Hayden.
me, Hayden. Oh, we on?
It's me, Hayden Raymer, the host
All right, here we
of
go.
the Triple Threat Show.
Good
my
morning,
co-host.
everybody. Guess what? We're back. It's very
night.
fancy. It's December 30th. By the time this show's over, it will be New Year's Eve.
Yours.
It will be New York Eve. Very exciting stuff. This is, of course, the Triple Threat Show, hosted by me, Jeremy, and my two friends, Hayden. What are you? Hayden and Shane. Hold on, I had to figure out which way my points were on the screen. It's like backwards. So like this way is the opposite. So like right now I'm pointing to my right, but on screen it's pointing to my left.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's a little confusing. Anyway, that's not important. This is the Triple Threat Show, live on YouTube for like the second time, and Hayden just went cool glasses mode. Oh, what? That one. That's the one. I love it.
Thank you.
Anyway, like I said, Triple Threat Show. We got like so much to talk about. You wouldn't even understand how much we have to talk about.
Well, they're about to hear it, so.
But first of all, before we get into the most exciting show, best show you've ever heard in your entire life, I'd like to just ask the crew a question. How are you guys doing? It's been a week. I haven't seen you guys, talked to you guys in a while. How you been?
Shane, you go first.
It's been good. Saw the Spider-Man movie for Christmas. Loved it. It was so good.
It's overrated.
I still haven't seen it.
It's overrated.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I went and saw it a Sunday matinee.
You and I will have a sidebar here, and
we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that.
Here, how about this? I'm gonna take off my earphones.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I guess why would you say it's overrated? Was it not as good as you expected it to be? Or are you saying it's good, but everyone gives it way too much credit?
I think that, and also I think the entire second half was not great. I think it was mid at best. I think the first half was amazing. I loved it. But I think overall, Far From Home was a better movie.
Was that the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the one that like people gave a lot of like, oh, this is a bad movie too. I think that's a better movie than No Way Home. Like just structurally as a movie.
Well,
fair.
Yeah, fair enough. Again, for me, it was about the nostalgia and the fan service. Honestly, like I was a real sucker for that.
Yeah.
So
let's not spoil.
Yeah. But that's kind of my stance on it. Yeah. It's just like I kind of got wrapped up in that. That's probably where my emotions are in it.
Yeah.
So I got a lot more emotional nostalgia for it than being so intricate in the plot. And then again, as I told you before, like I don't pay attention to other people's. I didn't get a lot of hype for the movie because I pretty much ignored everything. So I didn't get the atmosphere of the overhype of the movie since I kind of blocked out and ignored everything. So I didn't really get annoyed with as much of the hype and the commentary behind it.
It's fair.
Fair enough.
It's fair. My cousin was saying that he hated the movie. He was saying that the plot was awful. He didn't go into any detail because I was there. But he was saying there was no plot and that it was just nostalgia bait was the only reason people loved it so much.
It's like I think he's a little over dramatic there, but yes.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but
yeah,
I watched the movie for that exact reason, so I would know what I was getting into, and I was very happy with the result. So,
all right, that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah.
Anyone? What about you, Hayden? What did you do? What you've been up to? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was mid, but I put in my 2 weeks, guys.
Hey.
Congratulations. I didn't have to storm Dollar Tree for you.
Dollar Tree is losing my service. I'm taking my service elsewhere in free agency.
You going on the decision?
Yes.
I want not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but $7 an hour more.
Yeah. I'll take it.
I was ready to storm the headquarters for you and be like, hey, give this man a raise.
I saw this TikTok the other day where it was like some like person was like an office worker for like some corporation, and then like HR hit him up and was like, hey, can you like tell your little sister to stop just putting like commenting on all of our posts to give you a raise? Thank you.
Wait, does Dollar Tree have an Instagram?
I don't know.
We are looking that up.
We're looking that up. We got a fact.
You didn't quit. I probably would have done the same thing.
They do.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have, Shane.
They do have.
Oh my God, they do have an Instagram.
Of course.
All
they
right,
have
well,
Instagram.
well, since you quit, I won't have to do that. But if I would have known ahead of time, I would have kept.
You should do it anyway. Give Hayden a raise.
For my last 2 weeks.
For your last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna take a little break, but I'm working. But then back on the grind after that.
What about you, Jeremy? How was winter break for you so far?
How was Florida?
Yeah.
It was great. I was down in Florida for our last show, and that was that was a lot of fun. After that, that was at the beginning of the trip. We kind of just hung out, saw the grandparents, saw the extended family, and then we went down. For the last couple days to Orlando, went to Universal. Lots of fun.
Universal sounds nice. I've never been.
Dude, they put this new ride in. I don't know how much of a roller coaster person you are.
Oh, I am,
but,
for sure.
Dude, I love me some coasters. But one of my old neighbors moved down to Orlando, and he actually designs the coasters.
Oh, nice.
So he designed the Hagrid coaster. I don't know how much you know about what's in Universal.
Is that the new one?
He also designed the new one, the Velocicoaster. And
I haven't seen that one.
Dude, yeah, those are the 2 newest ones at the park. It's awesome. It's so much fun. It really is. It's
been a while, but I remember I enjoyed Universal when I was there.
Yeah, they got the whole Harry Potter thing, but it was so crowded, you literally could not move through Harry Potter land. So I tried to
I would have hated that.
Yeah, no, it was not fun. That part, but everything else was fun.
Guys, I feel like I'm about to disappoint you.
I'm used to it by now.
Whoa.
I'm not a big Harry Potter fan.
It's not a big deal. I understand.
See, here's the thing, right?
Talk about overrated, yeah.
When I was younger, in order to watch the movies, I had to read all the books first. Yeah. But that was my job, not my sister. She just got to watch the movies. I don't regret it. But I actually never read the 6th book.
I read all the books, but I never saw.
I never read the 6th one because
I've read them all twice.
I could not get through the chapter where the guy turns into the chair guy. I could not get past that part in the book. I literally could not do it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like the very beginning. He's like playing hide and seek. They're trying to find the guy. He's hiding as a chair from the Death Eaters or whatever.
It's the new potions professor.
Yeah, the new potion man.
I gotcha.
Yeah. I couldn't. So I never read it, and I lied.
The last time I read it, that was like 4th grade. So it's been like easily almost a decade at this point.
No, but my sisters love the movie so much. So they constantly, how every year they have the marathon of the Harry Potter movies on whatever random channel. Yeah. They have that on every single year on repeat whenever that's on. So I'm kind of done with Harry Potter movies, but I was watching the 6th movie actually over break. Good. The 6th movie is so good. I didn't remember how good the 6th movie was.
They're not that good.
I liked it. I meant to just walk through for a second, and I ended up sitting for the entire movie.
Plus,
So
like J.K. Rowling is just a gross person. So like,
I'm not judging works based on the author. I'm judging the work solely based on the work. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Roald Dahl was anti-Semitic, but his
Gotta
books were
separate
part of
the
my
art from the
childhood.
artist.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess I think to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go reading Mein Kampf. You know,
But that's not. You're
Well, that's
comparing
in
apples to
German.
oranges, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like a political philosophy book, not just a book for entertainment.
Okay, but still, like you get my point. Like
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I get your point.
like I'm not saying you're like a bad person for like eating Chick-fil-A or listening to an R. Kelly song. I just personally don't do this, and I don't judge you for doing
That's fair.
that.
yeah, I would say the Chick-fil-A thing's a very valid comparable.
You know.
Well, they all are.
Anyway,
All
we
right.
got a show to get to.
Yeah, you know how we have a
It's
show,
a
a sports show.
Yeah, it's kind of a sports show, but
No, let's talk about
Yeah.
politics.
oh no.
Yeah. What's your stance on politics these days?
What's my stance on politics?
My stance on politics is that JMU has a really good football program.
That's a very good political opinion to have.
Thank you.
So political.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the football team, pretty good. Season, unfortunately, over, but still, good football team. They look to the future. Actually, I want to get to that last. We had a really short discussion about this before the show started with Shane. I don't know. I'm not sure how much you heard of it, Hayden. But we were talking about All-American lists. So the thing about it is there's about 8 or 9 All-American lists that have come out in the past week, maybe week or two. And me and Shane were like, which one of these is real? Which one of these
They're
is
all
the
real.
actual?
Which one should we actually give a shit about?
Yeah, but like yeah, exactly. Which one is the one that when I get an accolade sheet, I say that's the one.
That's the one we can put on a resume.
Yeah, that's the All-American team that everyone talks about. It's not just some random guy in a basement's All-American team. Which one is
like
that?
The East Coast Athletic Conference, the Atlantic Athletic Conference, the AP, the Richmond. It's like which one? We get it. These are good players, but like, why the fuck do we need like 10 different lists to say that they were an All-American? We heard you the first time. We don't need 12 other sources saying the exact same fucking thing.
See, it's not even that. Each website can have its own power ranking list, its own All-American list.
Yeah.
I just want to know what the higher power is here.
Yeah.
The NCAA, I have not seen put out an All-American list yet, you know? And that's probably the one, if I'm being honest. But I haven't seen it. I've seen like 10 other news organizations put it out. And it's not like these are sources that you can't trust, that don't have good news, but I just don't know which ones, because some have like 10 players from JMU and some have 1, you know?
Yeah.
But all of them have Ethan Radke.
Oh yeah, you got to have him on there. And then like a large part, it's mostly the same players like Cole Johnson, and then shoot, I'm blanking on the wide receiver's name right now.
Antoine Wells.
Antoine Wells. Like they have him, and there's that. It's like that offensive lineman too. He gets mentioned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of really good seasons. Just it gets repeated over and over again.
Yeah. Hayden, it looks like you're looking up some stuff very intensely. No.
No.
All right. Okay, but now something I'm really excited about, actually. I got off the plane, right, from Florida yesterday, and I went on Twitter because I wanted to catch up on my news, and I was very, very excited. Huh?
As you do, yeah.
As I do, yeah, of course. As my sports news, it was very exciting because first thing I saw, JMU got a transfer quarterback.
Oh? Who'd they
This
get?
guy,
What was it?
Todd Centio. We'll see if you guys. We'll see if this can show up on the screen if I hold it up to the video.
Or I can just do.
Todd Centio. Let's see. I'm gone. Whatever. Doesn't matter. He was a starter at Colorado State University. Transferred here. He's a dual threat quarterback. Can run it, can throw it. And I was watching some tape on this man. I actually was like super excited about this. So I went and watched some highlight reels of him playing. This man's got some wheels, all right? This dude running, he's just juking everyone. And then he's also got a nice arm. Like he's fitting the ball into places, like perfect spots, perfect ball placement, right, protecting the receiver. You know those throws. Sorry, I'm nerding out over this. You know those throws over the middle where like the receiver has to go down, but it also protects the receiver from like 10 guys colliding and like giving him a million concussions. Perfect spot, stuff like that. It was beautiful to watch. I'm super excited for this.
What year
guy.
is he?
He has
He's
1
a
year of
senior.
eligibility. He's a senior. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is his last year of eligibility. Coming to JMU.
From Colorado
I'm
State.
super excited about it. I don't know if you can
Do
tell.
you know the story of why he transferred to JMU or
I can
No.
find it.
no? All right. I wonder if it's like
I mean,
his.
JMU offered him. He had already entered the transfer portal, so he was looking for a place. So like I think he just thought JMU was the best option for him.
Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to like raise his draft stock before he.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why he's doing it. He's going to the place that he thinks is best for him.
Oh yeah,
Which
and like
obviously JMU, best school in Virginia at football.
oh yeah,
Not even close.
not even close at all.
Literally, like
I mean,
who is better than us at football?
Did you
Liberty?
see did you see the bowl game
Fuck no.
in Yankee
The
Stadium?
bowl game?
In Yankee
What?
Stadium with Virginia Tech,
Yeah, they weren't even wearing their own logo.
when they got destroyed in Yankee Stadium. You gotta love to see it.
Yeah, Pinstripe Bowl. They play a bowl game in Yankee Stadium every year, and Virginia Tech was playing in it, and it got absolutely boat raced by Maryland. Maryland is not a great football team. 58-10. We love to see it. We really do.
I'm trying to see if I can figure out why he wanted to transfer.
As we were saying earlier, we were very worried about the quarterback situation because Cole Johnson had a phenomenal year, and we're wondering since Cole Johnson last year of eligibility, what's going to happen at the quarterback position. And there was like a lot of young, unproven guy, and we were like, do we really trust this guy to like replace the production of Cole Johnson? And it's nice
Right,
to
so
know
here's
that
the
we have a
thing.
more solid
Yeah.
option.
Right. So here's the thing about that. Cole Johnson is not a great quarterback. It's a stretch to call him a good quarterback. He had a good season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't get me wrong. Cole Johnson is not a good quarterback. All right?
He was efficient.
Yeah. He's not a good quarterback.
Okay. Sorry. He had a good season.
No. Sorry. What I'm saying is we have a good quarterback now. We made it this far with Cole Johnson. Think of what we can do with a real quarterback like Todd.
I didn't realize you didn't like Cole Johnson this much.
I don't mind Cole Johnson.
Yeah.
He just isn't a great quarterback. You know, like
Yeah.
he's serviceable. He's what we need-ish.
Yeah.
Like he'll get the job done. He can make all the throws, but he can't read a defense for shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a high football IQ from what I've
Yeah.
seen on the tape.
It definitely
I don't
really
need-
showed during these playoff games. He did not play well during the playoffs.
Right, and that's the best opponents we've played.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a high football IQ from what I can tell. He makes the wrong decision. That goes back to football IQ, and that's
Yeah.
a big part of playing quarterback. He has the arm talent. He can make all the throws, but he doesn't make the right decisions. And if even the most perfect throw into double coverage isn't as good as wide open, not double covered guy. You know?
Yeah. Any
That's
other?
the thing with him. He also can't run.
He-
And this guy can run.
I mean, Cole Johnson has had his fair share of running plays, but yeah, he's nothing compared to Todd.
Have you seen him run?
I mean, I've just seen a few highlights of him like making these 40-yard runs and stuff.
As Peter so eloquently put it, he looks like a baby giraffe when he's running.
Well, yeah, it's because he's kind of a lanky guy.
But he looks awkward when he's running.
Well, yeah, some people just have awkward running strides. Like Kyler Murray, he definitely has a funny running style.
Right, but he looks smooth when he's running, you know? Like he takes short steps, but like it's all fluid. This guy like stumbles. He's like, I'm running.
I think I figured out why Todd Centio. Sorry. I'm so used to saying Noah Centennial. I said Todd Centennial. Anyways, it looks like CSU brought in 3 new quarterbacks, like when they were recruiting, and he was injured in 2020, and so he lost some of his playing time. And so it looks like, and they have a new head coach, so it's just kind of like,
yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah,
a lot of new different things, and he's just like, yeah, go find somewhere else to play my last year.
And he'll pretty much be guaranteed starter regarding anything going wrong.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be the starter. From what I've seen, he looks very, very good.
I'm just surprised because you haven't really brought up your complaints with Cole Johnson for the entire season, and now you're just kind of letting it.
Because there was no reason to, right? He was having a really good season.
Yeah.
Like he threw 40-some touchdowns, and I brought up my problems when we lost the game to North Dakota. We talked about that last week, right? How he threw.
Yeah, but you got into a lot more detail now that
because we have a better option.
Yeah.
We have a better option.
You're kind of like airing out all the garbage. It sounds like you've held in for all this time. It sounds like
I wasn't going to trash him. I wasn't going to trash him when we didn't have a better option, because then someone could be like, "Yeah, but who's better than him?" And I'm like,
"Oh yeah, you're just waiting until that argument wasn't a factor."
I'm not. I can't make those throws.
Yeah, you can.
I couldn't make those throws.
Hit the gym.
Just what we need. I mean, I was gonna say, what are you, 5'7"?
Yeah, 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, 5'7", 5'8". Like a perfect height for a quarterback. I was gonna say, well, Kyler Murray has made it possible for short guys, but I don't know if you're as fast as Kyler Murray though.
No, I don't think I am.
Hit the
don't
gym.
think so.
Go to the turf. Any other noticeable transfers, or is that quarterback was the only big one we needed?
That's the big one. We've put offers out to a bunch of people, but like he's the big one that's actually accepted an offer. So barring any academic setbacks, like we had a different transfer quarterback, but he ended up not being able to go to JMU for academic reasons.
Of course.
Yeah. So barring any other setbacks like that, he should be our quarterback.
Sweet. Any other sports news we should know about?
Not in men's news. JMU sport, not in football for JMU. But there is some basketball news, mostly having to do with COVID on both the men's and women's side. Hayden, do you want to start with the men's or the women's?
Women.
Good choice.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Friday's game tomorrow, their game against Delaware, and Sunday's game against Drexel, both have been postponed due to COVID. Those COVID cancellations are both from the other programs, so not in the JMU women's basketball program as of yet. And I say as of yet because there is COVID in the men's basketball program, and that has canceled their last 2 games, or the last game against Penn. But it also canceled their game on Friday against Towson. Or not canceled, postponed it. So they were supposed to play tomorrow, but COVID, they can't. So game was pushed back a month. You know?
Yeah, we expect this to be a common theme throughout all sports in general, especially because winter break, people are seeing family, you're in more contact with people, and COVID rates just naturally rise during that point.
Well,
So
that and Omicron.
yeah, that and then plus the new variant, like there's going to be more cases like this where stuff's going to get canceled.
It's been Omicron
Yeah.
for the most part. I feel like.
Those damn Transformers.
That damn Omnitrix.
No, that's the thing from Ben 10. Silly, like.
Silly me. I thought we were talking about the other thing. I couldn't think of anything else. I'm sorry.
Better be sorry, Jeremy.
I'm literally crying. All right, here's what I got for you. You want to move on to some field hockey?
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Yeah?
Sure.
Evelyn
My favorite
Dwager,
sport so far.
Shane's favorite field hockey player,
Moves like
was
Swagger.
named to the all ECAC team, which, as in our All American conversation,
Yeah,
we know stands
another
for the
another list.
the East Coast Athletic Conference.
Isn't
Nice,
this like
congrats.
the third list she's been named to or something?
At least the second.
At least the second, because I feel like I've seen her name come up several times already for being named to an All-American. Yet absolutely deserves it though. Dominant goal scorer. I believe she's a junior, so we'll get to see her next year. So I can't wait to see more Swagger scoring goals.
It's true. And speaking of all ECAC teams, the final piece of JMU news I have for this week. Women's volleyball, Sophia Davis and Miette Veldman were both named to the East Coast Athletic Conference All East Coast Athletic Conference team.
God damn it.
That's a good thing. Why are you
No, it's just
mad?
like, again, with the whole, how many athletic associations are there that come up with these All-American lists?
A lot.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's just like, it's copy and pasting the same thing we've said all over again. It's like, yeah, great players. It's just, why? It's
Yeah.
just one list would be fine. It's more efficient that way instead of saying the same
someone
thing
said-
15 times all over again.
Someone said something in chat. That's very exciting.
What'd they say?
They said VASF period tech.
What does that mean?
And then they left. They're not watching anymore.
VASF Tech?
Yeah.
Oh, like who's the better football program, or
That's what I was assuming, but like I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know when that was from.
we all know JMU is the best football program in Virginia.
Ooh, that's fancy.
We're gonna go with this one.
All right. I like it.
Thank you.
But that's all I had for the JMU Sports Report this week.
That's a lot. And by a
no, it's
lot, I
not.
mean not a lot. We took a
Yo,
while.
got him.
We
Got
took
him.
a while. We took a while for that though.
Well, we also talked about not that for a long
Yeah.
time.
We did.
We got into like movie discussion.
That's
But that's
all right.
always fun.
It doesn't- this
Casual
is-
conversation is a nice
This
added
doesn't have
touch.
to be strictly a sports show. This is
Yeah.
this is just us talking, entertaining the people.
Did we?
You
We
know,
got to
fun
show
is-
we have other interests outside of sports in this. So,
Do we though?
I mean, we don't have to, but it's nice added touch.
I mean, we can have a whole.
Wow. Jeremy, how did I get over there so quick?
Dude, I don't know.
That's such a pixelated image of me.
It's
And my
Like,
eyes look so
no-
droopy too.
also you look so much better with long hair, Shane.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You ever see the movie American Psycho?
No.
Are you familiar with the movie American Psycho?
Let me Google that real quick because I've heard the name before.
Okay, well, in that image, you look like
It was
somebody
the
who
same
watched-
room.
You look like that person someone who watched that movie and was like, I want to be that guy. And that's what you look like with short hair. And
I'm
that's
in
what I
Shane's
looked
house.
like then when I had short hair too. So it's like not a mean thing. It's just
I mean, the dude's hair wasn't extremely short.
it wasn't short, but like he's genuinely he's like a serial killer. So like
So you're saying I look like a serial killer? with
Yeah.
that hair. Wow.
Not
Alright,
like an
there we
actual
go.
serial killer, but someone who like wants to be all like mysterious and like cool, but like also
Hey.
like in like a
It's me,
serial killer way.
Shane. I like hockey and stuff. Hey.
I like how we're all wearing glasses. That's kind of cute.
Yeah, I usually don't wear glasses, but again, I was feeling kind of sick this morning, so I didn't want to put
Yeah,
my contacts in.
reference. This is Shane without glasses.
For reference, this
Or
is
if
me
you've
without
seen the
glasses.
other show, that's what I look
Nope,
like
this
without
is Shane
glasses.
without glasses. You don't need to see any other images.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to move on to my favorite as Shane segment, the NHL.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
What do you got for us?
Your favorite what?
I'm Shane.
Oh, your favorite I'm Shane segment. Okay, got it. I was about to say, Jeremy, you're cheating on me.
Sorry, I'm just kind of at a daze for what the hell happened to me.
It's called a glow up, Shane.
Yes.
More like a downgrade, but okay.
No, you've
You
had a
call
glow
this a
up.
downgrade? I hope
had-
not.
I
You've had
mean, getting heavier and not as good as ice hockey, that's a downgrade for me.
Okay, but like you look so much better, Shane.
We're talking about looks right now. We're not talking about anything else.
Yeah, we're not talking about your life. We're talking about your absolute attractiveness and your dump truck amenities.
Let's just continue on with hockey. As we were discussing previously, last week, the NHL officially announced that they're canceling or not allowing NHL players to go to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
They also
And,
canceled.
and they also canceled the World Juniors, but let's talk about the Olympics first. The Brad Marchand already was very public with how disgruntled he was with the news. He says we fought for the rights to play in the Olympics, and it should be up to the players to decide whether or not they should be allowed to go. And he makes a very valid point because, oh, okay, that's what you're doing. I was just seeing Hayden's hand wave, and I was just like,
Go higher, Jeremy.
Yeah.
There we go.
So I think he has some valid points. They fought for these rights, but I understand from the players and owners' point of view that their priorities for the NHL season, and they need to make sure that season goes through as smoothly as possible in order for get the league to get back to normal to a sense. And if he wants to put him through the protocol of COVID and wants to go through the quarantine in China, he should have all the right in the world to do this. And it's unfair that he's not getting to go, and it should be a best on best tournament. We were really looking forward to see the players go, even though if not all the players wanted to go due to health reasons and just being away from family for a long period of time. It should be up to the players whether or not they wanted to put themselves through that. And I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are on it.
So yeah, we talked about this last show. Actually, the news came out actually literally, I think an hour after our show ended. I think. I thought that was a little funny. I was talking to my dad about that, how we talked about it on the show, and then it came out. And last show, what we were talking about was we didn't think the NHL would do something like this. We didn't think that the NHL would actually go out and cancel because exactly what you were saying, the players, it's in the CBA. It's not. It's kind of like, for lack of a better term, an asshole move. They're like, I know you got this, and we legally agreed to this.
In this statement, the NHLPA and the NHL agreed to this.
Right.
So the representatives of the NHLPA agreed to this.
Or
so
an overwhelming majority agreed. Or maybe not even overwhelming. A majority of the players agreed.
Right. So like the thing about this, and the thing that that we kind of came to an agreement on right before the news came out was that it should be up to the players, right? Kind of exactly what Brad Marchand is saying. That it's in the agreement. Let the players play if they want to play. Obviously, whatever happens, and that's, I guess, just I'm kind of struggling for words right now. But like it's up to the players, right? It's their body, their choice, right? They get to choose what they want to do. They get to choose how they want they just get to choose how they want their health to be used, kind of
Mhm.
stuff like that, and I think it should have been up to the players, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at here in the very long-winded terms.
Who knows what? Again, it's probably a lot behind the legal reasons and what's in their contract, and what are they going to do about suspending payment. And like a playoff team like the Boston Bruins, if they lose a guy like Marchand and they have to continue to play games because of all the COVID games being rescheduled, that could really affect their season and that hurts the owner's revenue. So there's like that whole semantics behind it.
Right.
It's just a very messy situation.
Isn't there still the Olympic break built into the schedule? Like I remember back in the day when they still had players going to the Olympic, they took like a whole month off for the Olympics.
Yeah, but because of all the COVID games that had to be postponed, they're probably going to use that to fill in to make up for the games.
Yeah, probably.
Because the NHL is looking out for its revenue, so they're not going to. And then they have no benefit. The owners get no benefit from having their players going to the Olympics, like fiscally. Like all it is just marketing for NHL players. But other than that, they don't gain anything financially.
You can completely understand from the owner's side because they're just like Mr. Krabs, money, money, money kind of thing.
Yeah. And their assets are at risk. They could get injured and stuff.
Right. Yeah. But the player's side, that's the side I want to be on. That's the side I'm kind of putting myself in here. The owners is just, how do I get the most money? And that's not how you try to think of it as a sports fan, someone who just likes watching sports. Because if it was like that, you'd just be like, well, I mean, they shouldn't make contact in football because that makes less money for the owners if they get hurt.
Does
Stuff
it
like
though?
that. Probably not. I was trying to think of an example real quick, but like you get it.
Yeah.
Stupid. Like the taunting rules. That's taunting.
That's
dumb.
It's dumb.
Dumb. That's an owner thing. It's dumb.
Hayden, what are your thoughts on this? Do you just share the same opinion as us? Would you like to elaborate or?
No, I mean,
Right.
It's definitely for like money. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's tough because like, I want players to be able to go. If they want to go play in the Olympics, let them go play. But also, it's like, I'm very much like, you got to do what's best for the team here. And what's best for the team is to not go to the Olympics and to make up these games. If there weren't so many like COVID outbreaks, I think then they'd probably still go play in the Olympics. But yeah.
It just really sucks because we were really looking forward to, because you would see players play together that you would never would in any other scenario. And it just really sucks that we don't have that like national competition going on.
I mean, we have it again in 4 years.
Yeah, but who knows if Crosby's going to still be as good as he is in the next 4 years because he's on the back end of his career.
You're not going to get another chance to see
like prime Crosby
and prime
Connor
McDavid. Yeah. You're not going to see another chance to get those two together on the same team.
Like Brad Marchand and Patrice Bergeron, they're not getting any younger. Who knows what their career is going to be like?
But you also never know what happened. For all we know, Connor McDavid will step in a wood chipper on accident.
Yeah, like Connor McDavid could have like a career-ending injury. Like we never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it could happen tomorrow too.
Yeah,
like you never know. Like it might never make it to the Olympics.
Also, think of how much work Shane put in predicting the rosters.
Right.
I know.
That's the real loss, right?
That's the real loss. I could have had like so many disagree. Like we could have had more stuff to talk about. Like if they had added this player, but they didn't include my player, we could discuss that. Yeah. Now that doesn't happen.
We lost that on content. I think we should sue the NHL.
I could have been mad at the Team Canada having Jordan Binnington.
So much lost revenue for the Triple Threat show.
All our one viewer that disappeared after leaving one comment.
And another thing that got canceled was the World Junior Tournament. They were playing games. We had a few very interesting stories. And then, but due to all the COVID cases that were coming with the teams, they decided it was best to cancel.
Yeah.
So it was being held in Red Deer, Alberta. And they didn't really have a strict bubble. So they had team hotels, but the hotels were open to the public so people could come in and out of the hotel, which was kind of stupid. And I don't know how long the quarantine process was, but it just doesn't look like it was organized very well. And then there were some games that were forfeited 1-0 because there was like one COVID positive test on a team. So Slovakia was forced to forfeit their game against Russia, or vice versa.
If they had 2 positive tests, would have been forfeited 2-0.
Well, yeah, and the U.S. had a similar scenario where they had 2 positive cases and they had to forfeit their game. So, but other than that, it's very disappointing. Who knows? Like, especially for the 2002s, this was their last chance to play in this tournament because they age out.
Me.
Yeah, this was your last chance to play in the tournament, Jeremy, since you age out.
Damn, I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was ready. I was strapping up my skates. I was putting on that sweater, I was getting out there. I'm a sniper on the ice,
Yeah.
I don't miss.
So despite that, we had a few stories. Mitch Koff looked good. The 2023 top 3 pick looked phenomenal for Team Russia. Connor Bedard put up 4 goals against Latvia. I mean, Latvia is not the strongest team, but to see a 16-year-old put up 4 goals in the World Juniors, always nice to see. Owen Power, the first overall pick from 2021. He's the first Canadian in the World Juniors to put up a hat trick as a defenseman. So Buffalo fans are probably really excited about that. And just defensemen getting a hat trick in general is just super difficult.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's insane.
I can't remember the team off the top of my head. But
there's only one defenseman I think that could do that. And that's usually.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got a hat trick since like Pee Wee, which is like U12 or something, U10. And that's when I played forward. Like I had a few 2-goal games as a defenseman, but that's like most I've ever got. Anyway, I digress. And then Jesper Wallstedt, goalie for Team Sweden, highly touted goalie prospect. He had a 48 save shutout against Team Slovakia. So as a
48
save shutout, or
that's
43
so many.
save. I know. So he's widely regarded as probably the best goalie prospect in the league right now, and he's prospect for the Minnesota Wild. So I am very excited to see that, and I can't wait till he comes to the Minnesota Wild and starts putting up those numbers for us, hopefully. Unfortunately, we couldn't see any other exciting prospect updates, but that's all we got. And then there was a lot of controversy because the U18 World Women's Tournament, that got canceled before the World Juniors did. So there was controversy of like, oh, if you cancel the women's international tournament, then why are you still letting the men's tournament play out? So with that going on, that kind of like quells that issue, but it's really unfortunate. All these young players, their one opportunity to play in this tournament, they won't be able to, and they're missing out on this experience because of this pandemic, which is very sad to see.
That sucks.
And then just trying to think what other hockey news there is. Speaking of the Minnesota Wild, the Dean Evison got a contract extension.
He good? Any good?
He's a coach.
Yeah.
Any good?
Oh, he's done well so far. I've been impressed with what he's done because Minnesota Wild on paper, they don't have the biggest names on their roster, but they're really making it work. But I got to give a lot of credit to the Minnesota Wild scouting department and the players they've acquired because it's just a bunch of no names. But when you insert them in the Minnesota Wild roster, they've just been playing really well. So a lot of good scouting and good coaching, and Dean Evison definitely had a big part to do with that. And just this management has been doing really well. They're definitely overperforming, but with all the prospects we have coming in the pipeline, this team is definitely an up and coming team in the years to come. And I think Dean Evison earned it. Minnesota Wild's been one of the best teams in the league in this past 2 years. And hopefully we'll see more success in the future, especially as a Minnesota Wild fan. And then the Winter Classic's coming up. The Winter Classic is when they play a game outdoors.
Ooh.
So it's culturally for Minnesota. A lot of players from the area grew up playing on frozen ponds. So we're taking the game back to its roots, and they're playing St. Louis on New Year's Day. It's going to be at 7 p.m. on TNT, so check that out if you're interested. Unfortunately, they got injuries because Jared Spurgeon, the captain, and Eriksson Ek, their first line center, are both going to be out with injuries for that game.
Shane.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Winter Classic, right? Speaking of the Winter Classic, I got an ESPN alert, right? It was super cool. It was ranking the Winter Classics. There's only been 12 of them. I'm sure you don't have a comprehensive list of that. But assuming that you've watched the Winter Classics in the past, what were the top 3?
I know my favorite, the Capitals and the Chicago Blackhawks. Was that a Winter Classic?
I remember the Caps playing in one.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. And then Crosby played against Buffalo. It was super snowy, and he got that shootout winner. And then there was Toronto and Detroit, because I don't know if that was the Winter Classic or the Stadium Series.
Here we go. Winter Classic list. Let's look this up. Excuse me. All right. 2008. Penguins Sabres shootout. Capitals Blackhawks. Yeah, that was one of them. And what was the other one you said?
It was Toronto and Detroit.
Toronto and Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay. Toronto and Detroit. Yep, that was another one. Look at you go. Out here naming Winter Classics. That's exciting. I didn't think you could do that. I thought I really put you in a bind.
3.
I have the list right in front of me, man.
Yeah, because like they it's like the only games they actually market really well. So, or they try to. I know Dallas and Nashville had a game Winter Classic. I believe too.
I could have named the Capitals one, and I could have named the Maple Leafs one, but I couldn't have named any other ones.
Yeah, and I think Chicago was in one too. I can't remember who they were facing. Not against the Caps. It was against a different team. Was it Chicago and the Pens?
Chicago played the Red Wings in 2009, and Chicago played the Blues in 2017, and Chicago played the Bruins in 2019.
Oh, yeah. Because they used to throw Chicago in every single one of those games, and it pissed me off because, like, can we see another team besides Chicago do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Minnesota really should have had one sooner just because, like, land of 10,000 lakes, it's, like, produced the most NHL American hockey players. And
Arizona's coming for you.
Anyway, what was ESPN's top 3?
Oh, it's an ESPN Plus article. I couldn't read it.
Oh. All right.
I have ESPN Plus, loser.
It really annoys me because they only give me alerts for the ESPN Plus articles.
Because those are the only good ones.
And it makes me so mad. I'm like, ooh, this one's interesting. And I click on it and it lets me read one paragraph. It's like, you have to pay us now. And I'm
so we can like watch the NHL games on the TV since you have ESPN Plus, or
I don't have ESPN Plus.
I'm talking to Hayden.
Yeah. I've had it since like the playoff run for JMU.
Oh shit! So we
Football.
can like. So I could have been watching hockey games on the TV.
Yes.
Fuck.
For like the last 2 weeks, you could have been watching hockey games.
Well, I haven't really been here for the past 2.
Well, I mean, the last 2 weeks of the semester.
Yeah, well, I was busy with like finals, so I wouldn't have had the chance. But that's good to know now, though.
Yeah. Also, Jeremy, can we apparently you're not counting people as people, for in the chat.
What are you talking about? Oh, Jack. 2 people are watching now. Well, Jack wasn't here before, all right? I'm sorry.
What does he mean by that? He's not
counting. I love how because Jeremy said no one was watching, and then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I like.
Well, now there's 2 people watching. Now it's me and Jack.
And me.
Oh, so it's just me and you then. Jack stopped watching.
I don't know if Jack's still here. But it also says I like how the title of the video is Jeremy's Zoom meeting.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Hold on. No. I didn't realize that. I forgot to fix that. Oh no. Oh no.
Very professional.
Uh-oh.
We're very
Technical
professional over
difficulties.
here.
I'll fix it when it uploads.
Yeah.
I can't fix this right now. Oh, there's a lot of people here actually. Oh, it's a bot. Nio and his Excite. I don't even know who Susan is. Hi Susan. How you
Hello,
doing?
Susan. How you doing? Hey, Susan.
Hi Jack. How you doing?
Hey,
Oh,
Susan.
someone else is here. There's 3 people watching. Look at us go.
Susan.
Just to continue on with hockey news, Bruce Boudreau continues his win streak for the Vancouver Canucks. He's now 7-0 as the Vancouver Canucks head coach, and he's tied the longest win streak for a new coach to start off his career with a new team. So we'd love to see it. Vancouver, again, as I said before, tons of talent. They were underperforming by a lot, and this looks like this was the spark they needed to help turn their season around.
I have NHL news.
Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Leafs, Raptors. Oh wait, the Raptors doesn't matter, but the Leafs and the Senators attendance is capped at 1,000.
Oh yeah, because Canada's putting a whole bunch of new restrictions on the attendance because of COVID and the Omicron variant.
Not like they'd get that many attenders anyways. Ayo.
Ottawa, no.
Oh, got him.
I don't really follow.
Well, I'm saying like they wouldn't even get up to 1,000 like people attending anyways because they're so
You know,
bad.
because it's the Maple Leafs and nobody cares about hockey in Canada.
Exactly.
All right.
It's just a really dumb joke. Is what
Yeah.
It is. As are most jokes with me.
Yeah.
Oh, Happy New Year!
I couldn't tell if
everybody.
you were like being sarcastic or you were just trying to just roast hockey.
With the Canadians, right, or the Senators. I mean, I think that's
The Senators. That's valid because
Senators kind of not good. But
no one like the owners suck. The team sucks.
they're the third worst team in the league.
Like I wouldn't go to a Senators game just because the owner is a piece of shit. Just treats the fans horribly. I could go on for a while. Like during when they were in the Stanley Cup semifinals, they didn't even get they sold out crowd. Like that's how bad the fan base is. Well, not the fan base, just the owners, and just how people think of the team.
In Canada.
Yeah, hockey's kind of like lame in Canada.
Yeah, stop taking America's game, Canada. What are you doing?
That's our sport.
We love it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
Sure.
Do you guys have any more hockey news, or that's kind of all I've heard of right now? I know hockey's started back again, so that's great.
See, I didn't update my sports news of the week thing from last week, so I'm just gonna have to go from memory.
Yeah. Ready for some great baseball news, guys?
Dude, I'm so excited but before we do that, Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy
Guys,
New Year's Eve.
Yep, Happy New Year's Eve.
It's almost 2022.
Yeah.
We almost made it.
We almost made it.
I believe in us. We can do it.
Only have 23 hours and 52 minutes to go.
We almost.
It's not looking good for Jeremy, to be honest.
Oh, what's happening?
I don't know. You still haven't changed the background. That's what's happening. There we go.
Sorry.
You better be. All right. So much baseball news happened. And by so much, I mean Kyle Seager retired.
He retired. I do remember seeing that. I was like, whoa, hold up. I thought he was like 22. I thought 28. I thought he was like 28.
Nope, he was 34. Mariners legend. Played his entire career with the Mariners and like not with any good Mariners teams. But you know, he retired on his own terms, which you know, like respect. And yeah, that's. I mean, there's not really a whole lot to say. He's probably a Mariners Hall of Famer, not an actual Hall of Famer.
Are you saying, Hayden, that last year's Mariners team was not good then?
I think
Is
they
that
were
what I'm
good.
hearing
I
you
think they
say?
were good, but they also weren't a playoff team. And
It's true.
Kyle Seager, I don't think. I mean, I can fact check that. I'm like
I
99.
saw something. He never played. He never played in a playoff game.
Yeah, never played
There
a playoff
was some tweet I saw. It was Felix Hernandez and Kyle Seager combined for like 26 seasons in a Mariners uniform and never made a playoff game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, he's played 10 years in the big leagues, which, I mean, hey, you got your 10-year service time. I
did
don't
it.
blame you. Like, that's, yeah. I mean, he's put up a solid career, good 34.8 WAR. He was an above league average hitter, went out on his own terms. You know, again, he never was going to be a Hall of Famer. He wasn't a Hall of Famer by any stretch of the imagination, but a solid player. And, you know, hey, snaps for you, Kyle. Congrats. Enjoy your retirement. I can't snap, so I can't really snap. But
It's all right.
and that's really the
forgive
only
me.
like positive baseball news. I can talk about the really
Go into
sad.
the other base.
I mean,
Was there sad baseball news?
yeah, there was something.
There was former pitcher Sam Dyson
Oh right.
was accused of sexual battery in a civil suit. Yeah, not a good look, but
Fuck that guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's what.
Hate to see it.
I mean, isn't Dyson the guy who Bautista hit his home run off of?
I don't know. I thought he was a vacuum company.
Yeah.
What's that laugh, Hayden?
I'm looking. It was Sam Dyson. Yeah. He hit his home run off of Sam Dyson. Do you know what Jose Bautista home run I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the playoff one.
Yeah, where he did
Yeah.
the bat flip. That was off Sam Dyson. That's like the thing that Dyson's famous for, other than his vacuums. But yeah, that and Detroit Tigers first base coach Kamara Barti died at age 49, which also isn't very happy news. But that's literally all that's happened to baseball. Negotiations aren't going to start up for like another like week and a half maybe. So for the CBA, obviously. So there's not going to be any baseball news, which sucks.
Is the
Actually,
CBA getting
Hall of
anywhere?
Fame, Hall of Fame voting. No, they haven't even met.
They met once.
They've met one. Okay, they met once, and there's been a lockout for almost a month now.
Hey, it sounds like we're missing spring training.
They're gonna.
Jack is a little bit delayed, but like he's talking, and I know he's a baseball dude. Jack, if you want to tell us how long they're gonna miss, how long you think they're gonna miss, I'll read it out. You don't think? I think they'll miss spring training.
I doubt that.
I think they'll miss spring training.
I don't think no one wants to miss spring training, and so it's not.
I know they don't want to.
They don't want
But
to.
it's been a month and they've met once.
They're not going to.
They've only met once though. It's been a month. Almost. Anyway, that's not important. I think. It is kind of important, but like, whatever. Anyway, what's up? Was that?
What? I got a text from somebody. 10 years. I think I got a text from Jack saying 10 years. So I think that's his prediction how long this is going to last.
All right. Expert prediction. 10 years. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. You got anything else, or should we?
No, that's literally it.
All right. I'm going to talk about the NBA, I guess. Let me think about some NBA news. So here's the thing with the NBA, right? I watched more NBA over Christmas break than I have in a long time.
That's good.
But there wasn't really NBA.
On too.
Right. I mean, football was on like every day of the week.
Oh yeah, because with all the delays and stuff.
Yeah. But like, there wasn't really any big NBA news, honestly. There's some minor stuff. Like, oh, there's pretzels. Sorry, I opened up a drawer and I found like a whole bag of pretzels. I don't know how long they've been here for.
Not funny.
Didn't laugh.
That's my Shane impression right now.
Sorry, I got off track. There wasn't really any big NBA news. The Wizards won tonight. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
But like, the Christmas Day games went off. COVID hit hard. They're signing all these replacement players, and you're seeing all these old retired players come back, which is pretty cool to see. But they're shells of their former selves. Like, you had Lance Stevenson out there, and Richard Jefferson is making a comeback. These guys all retired recently, but they retired for a reason, and that reason is they're not good enough to play in the NBA right now. They beat me easy, but they're not up to par with the NBA, especially with their lack of conditioning, being not playing and practicing all the time. Like, I'm sure they'd be fine if they ramped into it, but they're being picked up cold off the streets. So,
What other better options are available though?
No, I mean, they're the best options. And you're right, Jack. It was a nice surprise to find those pretzels. I agree. Sorry. No, there's no other better options. There really isn't. Like, where else are you going to turn? You have to go to these players that have played. You can call up G League guys, but like, that's like calling up minor leaguers, You don't know how they're going to be.
AHL guys.
Yeah. So,
See what I did there? I made the hockey connection.
Yeah, I got it.
Are you proud of me?
Thanks for that connection, Hayden.
Are you proud of me?
I'm proud of you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Are you proud of me? Please
I'm not giving it to you.
Me. Please, I need it. I need it, Shane.
I'm not giving you the pity compliment.
Okay. Wow. All right. That's kind of harsh. We're here for good vibes. All right, Shane. Not Shane vibes.
Oh shit.
Hayden, I know this is technically a radio show, but like, your face is kind of mandatory. Not mandatory. It's nice to have your face here.
I'm fine.
Are you sure, buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What's with Isaiah Thomas going to like 4 teams this year, huh?
Oh.
An original thought by Hayden.
Original thought by Hayden. Yeah, he got signed because he's short and he got hurt and he hasn't been the same. Look at this dude.
What are you saying?
Look at this dude.
Are you saying Shane's short?
He's short and he's not very good at basketball anymore because he got hurt.
I never was good at basketball, so joke's on you.
I know. Yeah, what's with Isaiah Thomas going to like 4 teams this year, Jack?
No, I said that.
Sorry. No, he was just copying what you said because,
I
like,
know.
you are the original thought.
I am the original thinker.
Yeah. I mean, he went to the Lakers on a 10-day contract, and then he went to, like, the Suns or something, and then he went to the Bulls because it's like I was saying, it's all these COVID teams. That's what I was talking about, these old retired players. It's all these COVID teams. I still have Shane in my background, don't I?
Yeah.
he's still there.
It's you, Shane.
I know.
You're still there.
Almost like the exact same time last year of that picture.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, yeah, because it
We'll
was
check
during
the
winter
timestamp.
break.
We'll check the timestamp. I don't think it was during winter break. I think it was during, like, the first week of school when we got sent home.
I mean, still, it's like a year ago. A year ago. There you go. Congrats.
It
Yeah,
could
Phil.
be that, but if I had to put money on it, it was during winter break of last year.
Go back to leaving. What does that mean? Go back to leaving. Whatever. It's fine.
That's what it means.
Oh, that's what it means. All right. I'm here in solidarity.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. My background stayed. That's pretty exciting.
Let's get on with the show, please. Thank you.
Yeah, let's move to football.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
What did you mean?
There's nothing else to talk about basketball. You're right.
Yeah, I got nothing else in basketball. I didn't really have.
We don't like
I'm very
basketball.
ill prepared for basketball segments every single time we do
We're
these.
ill prepared for every segment. Let's be honest.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I
have one more basketball thing.
Oh, hold on before you say it. Okay, go ahead.
That jaw guy is pretty good. That's it. All right, back to football.
Ja Morant is very good at basketball. You're absolutely right. But we're on to football. And I'm going to start off with some sad news in football. Unfortunately, football legend, Super Bowl winning head coach, one of, if not the greatest announcer of all time, John Madden, unfortunately died at the age of 85 earlier this week. Won a Super Bowl with the Raiders against the Vikings, and he obviously was an integral part in the popular Madden video game series. There was actually a documentary that was coming out coincidentally the same week that he passed. So it's a good tribute to him if you want to go check that out. It's a very good documentary. But it's a very sad day, not just in the football world, but in the world of sports. John Madden transcended football. He was just a legendary sports person. He really was. And it sucks to lose someone like that at any point, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't even say sports, I think. Everyone and their mother knows who John Madden is.
Right. No, he was incredible. He was incredibly influential, and he was just, you could see he loved the game. He loved the game of football. He loved it with every ounce of himself, you know? You can only strive to be like him. He was a great person. You know? But one of the things that made me a little angry, actually, was a lot of people, after hearing about his death, were like, he glorified concussions and stuff. And he glorified the game of football and concussions, and without him, a lot of young people wouldn't be concussed and all these things and brain damage. And that's just not true at all. It really isn't. John Madden was an advocate against a lot of those things. There was an interview with him I watched a clip of. He was talking about how you need to protect the players and stuff, and all it just makes me a little. makes me angry that people, instead of celebrating his legacy, are like, well, actually, I think he's bad because of this. And it's not even true.
Yeah.
I that's just something that bothered me a lot.
Yeah.
It's just you're really gonna try to force this narrative that's not true after the guy dies. Like that's just a low blow. You're just looking for something to get mad at that point.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, come on. Like the guy died. Everyone's sharing his legacy, and you just have to like nitpick at that.
Mm-hmm. It's not even really a complicated legacy either. It's an awesome. It's incredible. Like there's no dark spot in his legacy anywhere, really. There's just someone has to try and pick a hole in everything.
Yeah.
So. That was important news to get out there. That's the big story in football this week. As we talked about earlier, there were football games almost every single day this week. And that, of course, was due to COVID. Lots of stuff. But, games happened. And I want to talk real quick about the Giants because I can't deal with them. I can't deal with them anymore. They've decided to bring back Daniel Jones for another season, which is fine. I don't mind that move. There's not a good quarterback in this draft. But they brought out Mike Lennon, and I was like, that's a bad move. Bring out this Jake Fromm kid. And they finally did. And all Jake Fromm does is go 8 for 17 for 25 yards and an interception. I don't know what's wrong with this team. This team needs a hard reset on the offensive and defensive line. This team needs to find a quarterback. And this team needs to – the most important thing is an offensive line here. They have Saquon Barkley. This man is an insane running back talent, but he cannot make it past the line of scrimmage with how bad our offensive line is.
Sounds like they just set a rebuild for the rebuild.
Uh-huh, they do. But they get 2 draft picks in the top 10 probably this year. So, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Was it? No, we talked about it already. Shane, did you watch any football?
I know the Dolphins, they're above 500 now, aren't they?
Yeah, the Dolphins are on a really hot streak.
After going 7-1, I thought they were done for making the playoffs. Right. And then I knew they were a good team who was underperforming, but I didn't think they would be able to pull off, 7 straight wins now?
Yeah, 7 straight. They actually control their own destiny now.
Yeah.
So if they win out, they actually will they'll actually make the playoffs. They just have to win out. Their last 2 games come against the Titans and the Patriots. Oof. So those are not easy games.
Yeah. Because they had a relatively easy schedule up to this point. So this is going to be the real make or break deal for them. So should be some exciting football to watch for the next 2 weeks.
Right, and playoff races are coming down to the wire. A lot of teams have clinched. A lot of teams are so close to clinching. The 49ers, the Eagles, and I forget the other team. The Saints, yes. No, the Saints are pretty much out of it after they lost. But the 49ers and the Eagles are basically fighting.
Yeah.
Basically fighting for that last spot.
The Vikings are pretty much out of it.
The Vikings are in it.
They are?
Kind of.
Because they have the same record as the Saints.
I mean, they have a chance.
They have a chance, but not a great chance.
Yeah. Not a great chance. But they definitely have a chance. Excuse me. They definitely have a chance. They play the Packers next week. They have to win out if they have any chance. And then they play the Lions, so they should win that one.
Well,
but
we said that before, and look what happened.
But
Wait.
Oh, sorry, they don't play the
No,
Lions.
they didn't play the
Sorry.
Lions. I was gonna say they already played them
I was looking at the
twice.
Packers schedule. They
Okay.
play the Bears.
Bears,
Play
yeah.
the Bears. Yeah.
Still,
No,
they
I mean, no, they're not. They're not gonna.
yeah.
They're not gonna win out.
Because the Eagles? They have to face the Giants, right?
Eagles don't play the Giants. Eagles play the. They play the football team and the Cowboys.
That sounds right.
All right, so that's definitely
Not an easy schedule,
yeah.
I mean, football team's not very great.
but they have to play the boys.
They've just been really inconsistent though.
But
The Cowboys?
No,
No,
the football team.
Oh yeah. They've been inconsistent.
Especially that defense. Well, especially when your
no.
offense is not living up to standards and you're on the field all the time, that defense is just going to get torched.
I don't think the Giants should trade for Jimmy G. I wouldn't mind it, but that's not what the Giants need right now. Also, what would the Giants get? What would the Giants get for Jimmy G anyway? What would they get? Or what would the Niners get from the Giants for Jimmy G?
Do they really want to move on to Trey Lance already? I mean,
Yeah,
he's there for
yeah,
that
they do.
reason, but
They do. Also,
hopefully he's proved himself by now.
he's injury prone. He's
Oh,
injury
100%,
prone.
yeah.
And I mean, I like him. I wouldn't mind if the Giants went and got him, but there's nobody that on the Giants roster that the Niners would want probably. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's going to be a long rebuild, but
And then Baltimore's been injured to heck.
yeah, COVID and Lamar being hurt.
Lamar, yeah.
And then they got absolutely trounced by the Bengals again. So that doesn't help. The Bengals have all but won the division. All but, because they basically, if they win out, they win the division. But they have a tough schedule.
Man.
They got the Chiefs and then the Browns.
Oof.
So
I don't
who
know.
knows?
Based off how the Browns have been, I know it's a divisional game, but the Browns have not looked great recently, especially
right,
Baker.
but it's a division game.
Yeah, divisional game, you'll always have a chance.
Yeah. And those are always going to be close. Those are always, or usually are going to be close. It's also a road game, a road division game. So those are never easy.
Who would have thought that at this point of the season, the Bengals would have been first place in the division at the beginning of the year?
Didn't you say that? No, you didn't.
I just said they would be better than the Steelers. I thought the Steelers were going to be bad this year, and they're doing better than I thought they would, but they're still pretty bad.
I mean, it's Joe Burrow and his
Joe Burrow.
hot face.
Yeah, I was big fan of the guy.
Hot face.
Love his swagger. Yeah, and I guess it's pretty hot too. So just an easy team to root for.
Yeah, no, it's fun. They're a young team.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun to see them.
It's fun to see how everyone was like, oh, the Jamar Chase pick was awful. And then he's putting up a pretty decent season so far.
Yeah. We'll talk more about Jamar Chase when the season ends for end of season awards, because he's up for offensive rookie of the year, stuff like that. That's a tight race, offensive rookie of the year.
Who's the other person up for it?
Oh, there's a lot.
Mac Jones. Mac
Jones. Another rookie receiver, blanking on his name. Devonta Smith? No. Jalen Waddle.
Oh, Waddle,
Maybe?
yeah.
No. Whatever. It's a tight race. So, who knows? Kyle Pitts is up there.
I'm surprised how well Atlanta's doing. I think Atlanta's still in the mix of it too, because they have this.
No.
They're not.
Atlanta's done.
They're 7-8.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of
I mean, they
teams.
still have a chance technically,
Yeah.
but like, they're done. I don't think.
It's like one of those scenarios where like every team has to lose out and they have to win out. Probably.
Right, and they probably don't even get tiebreakers in.
Yeah.
The Niners and the Eagles, basically, if they win out, they're in. The Niners, I'm pretty sure will make it. Eagles, I'm pretty sure will make it. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the final, but like,
yeah, Who knows? It's football.
Crazier shit has happened.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, is there any like surprises so far? Like everything kind of
Bengals?
turned. Yeah, Bengals are a big surprise. Browns really underperformed this year after the phenomenal season they had last year.
The Chargers lost to the Texans.
Oh yeah, and the Chargers are really underperforming. Like people thought they would take that step because they now have a new franchise quarterback, but they've really been underperforming. But that's kind of a Chargers thing to do.
Yeah, it's a very Charger thing to do.
I mean, didn't the Titans surprise a little bit? They're better than expected, at least.
Yeah, the Titans have been injured to all hell.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
they were
contenders. Still having a better season than I think most people expected.
They were definitely contenders at the beginning of the season because they had Derrick Henry, they had a good, decent defense.
They got Derrick Henry. They just traded for Julio Jones.
Yeah.
A lot of people were high on them. They have AJ Brown, but dealing with all the injuries they have, that is the most surprising part that they're this good.
Like I thought they would have at least had 10 wins. So they're kind of performing enough that.
And they could
beginning of the season.
Get more.
I had the Titans with 10 wins.
Yeah.
So they, I believe, have already passed that, or are
10.
They're
at
10
wins. And they're playing the Dolphins on Sunday.
Yeah, but the Dolphins are hot.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are on like a 7-game win streak or something, 8-game win streak.
And then
7-game win streak.
Wins.
Huh? You want me to go through their wins?
That's all their wins right there. Is if they had an 8-game win streak, they won all their games.
They had 7 wins.
They lost 7
because they beat the Texans, the Ravens, the Jets, the Panthers, the Giants, the Jets, the Saints. Not all that impressive.
I know Patriots. I don't think teams expected with a rookie quarterback for them to do this well.
Oh, the Titans are going to easily win 11 games. They play the Texans in Week 18.
Well, again.
They already lost to the Texans.
Okay, but it's...
losing them twice.
Then they deserve...
Texans are hot. They're on a 2-game win streak.
Okay, well,
No, you're right. You're right, Hayden.
Oh yeah, so like since the season's almost over, how's your chart looking? Or do you want to go over that when the team's over?
My chart is looking pretty good.
What's your record?
Panthers kind of fell flat on their face though.
Don't you have your record?
Yeah, the Panthers kind of killed me, but I'm 132, 101 and 1. To make that simple, I'm hitting at a 56.65%.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially like for something that's at the beginning of the year, not like mid-season. Like
right, yeah,
updating it.
So, I mean, I want to go through it, see how many records I actually got correct at the end of the season, but we'll do that later.
Yeah.
That is my football segment. If you want to move to my favorite segment of the week, Hayden's question of the week. Hayden.
Yep.
What is your question for us this week?
Well, now I'm not sure if you all recall, but today is New Year's Eve, and people like to do this fun little tradition where they come up with what they're gonna change in the new year, but not actually change it. So, if you don't mind indulging me and our one viewer that isn't Jeremy or I, what is your New Year's resolution?
Shane?
Well, this is kind of a standard one. I know this semester I haven't really worked out as often I would have liked, so I'm going to try to get back into working out twice a week. And then just trying to be more social altogether. I don't know, try to join more clubs, meet more people.
I was going to say, I'm totally on board with you there. Then he said join more clubs. I'm like, That involves me joining a club.
Damn, got him.
Got him.
Got him.
All right, Jeremy, what's yours?
You know, me and Shane kind of on the same page. Same mind, same twins. You know how it works. Me and you, Shane. Me and you, Shane.
Are we all going to the gym together now? Is that what
Shane.
I've learned? Is we're all going to the gym together now?
We're all going to the gym together.
Okay.
I need to lose
At least
weight.
for a month before we,
I wanna.
as you put it
lose
so
weight.
eloquently, we lose track of it.
Yeah.
Me and you, Shane. Me and
What
you,
about
Shane.
me? I'm
How
missing-
early are you willing to wake up?
And Hayden.
Yeah, I hate it. You gotta put a little stick figure there.
And Hayden.
Yeah.
No. No. I wanna lose like at least 10 pounds next year. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you're like setting like a actual like reasonable goal. I mean, Shane did that too, but like most people, I feel like they're just like, I just want to go to the gym more. But like Shane's like, I'm gonna go twice a week. You're like, I want to learn lose this amount of weight. So like, good on you guys. It's like manageable.
Yeah.
That's not like impossible to do. Yeah. Do you have anything else, Jeremy, or is that just your one resolution?
That's the one.
Get one more win before the hockey season ends.
Let's go. The
Maybe
the game
against
we're going to.
Yeah, against
Yeah.
a team that's not the University of Richmond. So that's the only 2 wins on the season so far. What else? What about you, Hayden? What do you?
Thank you. I was gonna wait. I was gonna be rude and just. I too want to go to the gym more. I also want to cook for my lovely roommates more.
Aw.
And yeah, I agree with Shane. I want to be more social. Go party. Obviously, when Omicron calms down, because that shit going wild right now. That shit going.
Dude, that shit do be going wild.
do be going wild. But yeah, go on more dates. Hopefully, nothing bad happens.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
All right.
I really don't want to work tomorrow morning.
feel free to tell us what your New Year's resolution was in the chat, or the comments.
The comments, yeah.
Yeah. When you watch this video later and I fix the title. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, Jack. I appreciate you.
I
Appreciate
don't.
everyone else that watches this
You
later.
suck.
Good night. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. Goodbye from Triple Threat.